So hello guys, welcome to this new session. Like in previous time, we have discussed all the introduction, system requirement, and all doubt clearing. And now let's jump to the practical implementation. In the practical implementation, what we are doing, we are learning complete WordPress, right? We are learning complete WordPress. So in the practical implementation today, let's start implementing installing WordPress in our local system, right? So first thing what we need to do is that we need to download WordPress. So what we will do, we'll search in Google WordPress download. Okay, very simple, search in Google WordPress download. Now before going to WordPress download, let's discuss something about what is wordpress.org. Okay, one is WordPress. Okay, so WordPress, so one is, you can see wordpress.com, right? Here you see wordpress.com, sorry, .org. So one is .com, one is .org. So what is the difference between .com and .org, right? Let me open it. And wordpress.com is a free website builder, a free website builder available for online. Okay, free website builder available for online. But here there are some limitation, right? There are some limitation. The first limitation is that they have some pricing plan also available. Okay, so they have some pricing plan also available. So here you can see that from 160 rupees to like 1152 rupees they have pricing. So if you don't know coding, if you don't know nothing, you can go with the wordpress.com. You can drag and drop and build your website. But if you want a free open source, wordpress.org is a organizational kind of thing. It is open source. It means you can download, install WordPress, configure WordPress, do whatever changes you need in WordPress, and everything is completely free. Little bit technical knowledge will be needed, but everything will be free. But now the technical knowledge I will provide you, I will train you. So the best option is to download WordPress, the free version, open source version, and customize as you need. Okay, so let's go to the download page again. So what you need to do, you need to search in Google that download WordPress. So download WordPress, you will find the option that wordpress.org/download. So if you click that wordpress.org and download, here you will find a web page. Now you can see that download and install option is there. Download and install option is there, or else here best recommended is download WordPress here. Okay, so currently the when I am recording this video, current version is 5.7.2, but you can see what is the latest version, and the latest version will be listed everywhere this place, and you just need to press the download button. Now let's press the download button. Here you can see the WordPress is getting downloaded. Okay, yeah, so the WordPress is currently getting downloaded. Yes, so download is complete. Now let's go to our folder and see. Here you can see that WordPress is downloaded. WordPress is downloaded. Now what I will do, right click. If you have WinRAR, WinZip version installed on your PC, then this thing will be simplified. Right click, then extract to WordPress folder. So now it is getting extracted, you can see. And till that time, let me revise you that WordPress require every time a database, because it is derived from PHP. The database is MySQL database. Okay, so what we need to do after like in the meanwhile, in the installation time, we need to create a empty database. Okay, so yeah, you can see that current version is downloaded. WordPress is downloaded. Yeah, you can see the coding file of WordPress is available. Right now, what you need to do is that Here this is the folder of WordPress. This is the folder of WordPress. Now you want to make your website, right? Now you want to make your website. So let's say website name I will give website name I will give. So what I will do, right click and rename. So now you need to give the website name. What is your website name, blog name, whatever may be. So I am making it as tutorial. Let's say my website name is tutorial. Okay, my website name is tutorial. So I have done it. I have renamed the WordPress folder as tutorial. Okay, now right click it. Before right clicking it, before doing anything, as I told you that a server, a XAMPP is needed. So XAMPP, WAMP, LAMP I have discussed in previous time. So XAMPP download, go to XAMPP download. Go to XAMPP download or WAMP download or LAMP download. We have discussed it earlier. So whatever software you want, whatever tool you want to use, you go to Google and everything, every software are free. Go to Google and search that download. Okay, here I am using XAMPP. So I have searched XAMPP download. So download say Apache Friends website, official website. Yeah, you can see the latest version is this. You can download it. Okay, you can download it. Again it will download and go to your download folder. Now once it goes to your download folder, you can double click the exe file and you can install it. Okay, you can install it. So now as I have already installed the XAMPP earlier, so I will search. Yeah, I find this XAMPP is already installed in my PC. Now let's open this. So it is a control panel. It is a control panel. Here you can see that the XAMPP is showing over here. So you here you can see that my control panel, XAMPP control panel is visible. If you remember previous time, I have told you that for every software, one front end is needed, front end technology, back end technology, and database technology. And here it is the PHP, the derived previous version of WordPress is PHP. PHP is a server side scripting language. Without server, it will not run. So let's open XAMPP, and the purpose of downloading XAMPP is to create a server in our local machine. To create a server in our local machine. So we don't need to pay any server cost. We just downloaded it, and if you install the XAMPP, that means server will be created freely on our local PC. So for this laptop, I have downloaded this. Means the server will work only in this laptop. So server, let's start the server. Without server, it will not run. Next, that we need is our database. Okay. So again, if any application we are using without database, the application will not run. So let's start the database. And as we discussed, the database is MySQL. So I have started XAMPP, I have started Apache server, I have started MySQL server. Now this particular website I want to make, website name is tutorial. So the website name is tutorial. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. Copy this and go to our C drive where the XAMPP is installed. In my system, the C drive XAMPP is installed, and if you have not changed anything, then the basic, the by default installation path is C drive. So when you go to the C drive, you will find a folder called XAMPP. When you go to C drive, you will find a folder called XAMPP. So in this XAMPP folder, you need to double click it, because we have installed a software called XAMPP, and XAMPP is made to create a server database in our local machine. So we have to put any WordPress file into the particular server folder. That's why we found the server folder in C drive and XMPP. Inside the server folder you will find one more folder called htdocs, one more folder called htdocs, htdocs folder. So if you double click that folder, here you will find that this is the root of the server. Here we need to put our WordPress file. Here we need to put our WordPress file. If you remember, I have copied that file from there, from extract. Now I need to paste it from here. I pasted it. Remember that here in my C drive, XMPP, htdocs, many folders are there. Many folders are there because I am working regularly on different projects. That's why many folders are there. But because you are new to the system, you will not find this much of folder and file in your C drive, XMPP, htdocs folder because it is the root. Okay, one, two by default file will be there. Now you will copy and paste the website over here. Now you can see that the website is pasted. We paste it. So here tutorial, yeah. So in my C drive XMPP folder, into that htdocs folder, I have pasted the folder called my website folder. I have renamed it and pasted it as here. Okay, so the particular website I want to give name as tutorial. Now we have to open it. Let's close this. Now how you can open? You have created a local server, you have created a local database. Now you have to open your WordPress website inside the particular system. Okay, remember that this is the local server, local database. You cannot access it in any other system or anywhere. You need to use the particular laptop in order to open that WordPress file. Now as I have created pasted the file, now I want to open the WordPress. Now I want to open the WordPress. So what I will do, local host. The local server is otherwise called local host. We have created a local server. Technically that is called a local host. So I have typed local host. I have typed local host. And what is your website name? What is the website name? What is the folder you need name? I have made it as tutorial. tutorial. I have made it as tutorial. So the basic path of my WordPress website is localhost/tutorial. Whatever folder name you have given, that is the base. Okay, localhost/folder name. Again, localhost/folder name. I have given localhost/my folder name. My folder name I have kept it as tutorial. Now press the enter button. Here you can see that localhost tutorial wp admin setup config. So by default it redirect to this URL. Okay, in the localhost. Now this is, you can see this is the logo of the WordPress. This is the logo of the WordPress. That means we are into the same. We are going in this right path. Now English is my default language. Plenty of languages are there. Plenty of languages are there. Even Hindi is also there. So you can use any language as per you needed. But I want to make it in English. So let's continue. Okay, let's continue. So now you can see, if you read it particularly, welcome to WordPress. Okay, you need the following things. One is database name. I repeat, one is database name. For any application we need a database name, database username, database password, database host, table prefix. Okay, we need this much more information to run the WordPress. We are going to use this information to create a wp-config.php file. If you like, this information will be stored in a particular file name is called wp-config.php. If for any reason this automatical file create does not work, then you have the other option as well. Okay, so it will work. So let's not get confused. Okay, let's go for the let's go button. In here you need to use the database name. So the best name I will suggest is that your website name you just give your website name. My website name is tutorial. So I will press database name as tutorial, and to know that it is a database, I will do the underscore db. Db is stands for database. Okay, so website name is tutorial and its particular database name is tutorial underscore db. Very simple. Okay, now enter the username of the MySQL database. Enter the username of the MySQL database. So what will be the username? Basically, as we are doing username, password, what is this? What all are asking? You need to remember that every database contains plenty of data. To secure the database, you have to keep the database away from any other person. That's why the database is encrypted with username, password. Okay, so again, for that reason we encrypt the database using username, password. But because it is in local system, there is no other person can access on the particular WordPress or particular database. So for local system, the by default the username is root, root, root. So for local host, the by default username is root. Now the password, as we don't want any password because it is in our local uh, like in our local host, in our local system, so we don't need any password, so I keep the password as blank. Okay, database host and table prefix, you can keep it as it is. Table prefix means it is a technical side. In our database, all the table name should have a prefix called wp, so that we know that it is a WordPress. If you want to change that, you can change it, but it will go little bit technical. No need to go at that much technical. Now you go to submit. Password, I kept it blank. Tutorial DB is my database name, root is my user, password is blank. Let's keep this as it is. Now coming to the our XAMPP control panel, MySQL is the database. Now go to the admin part of MySQL database. Why I am going here? Database name, I have to make it as tutorial DB. So let's create a database. Okay, name as the same. So what I did, I go to MySQL in the XAMPP control panel, click the admin button, and now I have redirected to this. This is called PHP My Admin, or you can otherwise access it as localhost/PHP My Admin. Because I have plenty more software available, that's why it is filled. Otherwise, 2-3 database must be there for you. Now create a database using the same name as tutorial DB. Create a new database, new button is here. Now make the copy that tutorial underscore db. I have pasted it and create. Tutorial db database has been created. You can see tutorial db database has been created here. Tutorial.db, you can see it over here. This I have a tutorial.db is my database. I want to use with the WordPress website called tutorial. So database name is tutorial underscore db, root blank, localhost wp. Submit. Now submit. All right, you have made through this part installation. WordPress can now communicate with the database. Okay, now run the installation. Run the installation. I click the run the installation button. Site title, the website title you want to give, you can put your own website name. I am putting it tutorial. Username is for this WordPress username, WordPress website username and password should be kept as secret, and any username and password as per your needed. So for easy to remember, I am making it as admin. Password is as admin. Confirm, because this is a weak password. Confirm weak password and put your email id. Now install WordPress. Here you can see the WordPress has been installed. Now login. Okay, now login. So this is the login page of the WordPress. Now as I have given the username of WordPress as admin, password of WordPress as admin, I will do admin and I will log in. Okay, we'll continue this.